hapa hivi. He never did a single thing. Hiyo yote alikuwa kiimba. Lakini kila wakati alikuwa anakuja, wazee wetu wanaziungana pale, wazee wa Kiborana, wazee wa Somali, wazee wa Turkana, Samburu, watu wanaungana, tunaimba tukisema ya kwamba mzee amefanya na sasa hiyo tuli kukuja ametuuzia mdomo na akaenda. Tuliishi kuimba hiyo wimbo na tukiongea vijana tunaambiwa kwamba hatujishi tunafanya. Sasa mimi nashangaa saa hizi kuna watu ambao juzi hapa hivi na for information yes, I have campaigned for Raila for 15 good years. 15 good years. I quitted long time ago. Long time ago I quitted, my friend. Kwa sababu mimi kuna kitu sipendi. Huwezi kunigeuza leo tuende hivi, kesho unigeuze tuende hivi. Kwani nimekuwa nini bwana? Siwezi geuzwa namna hiyo. Nilifuata Raila kwa sababu niliamini ya kwamba alikuwa anapigania kitu inaitwa social justice.
Order members, can you do 30 seconds?
I follow Raila Amolo Odinga because nilikuwa naamini ya kwamba anapigania kitu inaitwa social justice kwa watu wote. Lakini siku ile ambapo niliona kuna watu wamekuja na movement ya kusema ya kwamba wacha tusaidie mzee tuachieve kitu once and for all, na mzee akarudi akageuka akawasaliti, hiyo ndio siku tulimalizana ndugu zangu. So Mr. Speaker, mambo ya sacrifice katika nchi hakuna mahali inatupeleka. Sisi wote tunajua kwamba Ruto has failed the country and sisi wote tunasema ya kwamba Ruto must go.
Kindly remember. No, we have orders here. We have order here. You see me a seat.
Okay.
We have order here. We have order here. Yes, we see a seat. Only you stand there. Sasa msaidia na watu kama hao. Haya, take your 2 minutes order. Wacha chukua dakika yake 2 ukiendelea.
Sasa bunge pa. Okay, so this is my second time kuongea hapa. Na the last time nikiwa hapa nilizungumza na nikaongea nikawaambia ya kwamba sisi kama Gen Z tutakuja na kiongozi very soon. Kitu ambayo nataka niongee leo. I want you to give you a vision where we are heading as a country. And for our people to know where they are going, they need to have a vision. Now, we have 3 visions ambazo zilikuwa envisioned by our forefathers, which I'm going to go through haraka haraka because of time. The first vision ilikuwa Vision 2030, which was launched in 2008 by a team of experts na Mwai Kibaki, ambayo ili envision a Kenya which has food security, a Kenya with a good governance system, and a Kenya with 10% GDP. Lakini tukiangalia vile mambo inaendelea saa hii, the level of corruption ambavyo tuko tribal, tumekuwa divided within tribal lines, Vision 2030 imebaki tu kuwa ndoto. The second vision, EAC, Vision 2050, which was envisioned by Mwalimu Julius Nyerere in 1960s. Aliambia Jomo Kenyatta, punguza wait. Aliambia Jomo Kenyatta, delay your independence. Let us delay our independence. So sisi tushikane kama East African. Yeah. When we look at the East African community sahi, what is happening? We are seeing rebels here in our country coming to form government of their country. The other day, Dr. Kizza Besigye was abducted here, and we stand with the people of Uganda to condemn the abduction and the arrest of Dr. Kizza Besigye, na tunataka awachiliwe mara moja. The third vision ambayo nitaipitia haraka haraka, which is very important, na nataka mnisikize. It is the AU, the African Union, which was launched in 2013 by Muammar Gaddafi, ambayo ali-envision an Africa with one currency, an African with one passport without borders, an African with one visa, one currency. But what is happening right now in the AU, juzi kulikuwa na elections pale AU, and the candidate who won was from Djibouti. In Djibouti we have 5 foreign military powers. Mnataka kutuambia tutakuwa na say na AU? Where is the AU right now wakati kuna crisis in Congo? Where is the AU right now wakati kuna crisis in Sudan? Where was the AU when Gaddafi needed it most? Now, at that time, Gaddafi was the chairman of the AU and he was also the president of Libya. No president alienda kumsaidia. So what are we learning from these 3 blueprints ambazo zilianzishwa na our forefathers? Is that these visions have been compromised. And we need to go back to the drawing board and know where we are heading as a country and also as Africans. Na sasa nataka nizungumzie jambo la mwisho which is very much important. We have realized that our greatest enemy is neo-colonialism. Mzungu wakati alikuja hapa, alikuja na Biblia na bunduki. The Bible to enslave you mentally, na bunduki to control you. Na leo asubuhi nilikuwa nasikia pastor wengine wanahubiri hapa, na wanahubiri na nguvu sana, na sijui ni kina nani wanawalipa sadaka. Hakuna watu wanatoa sadaka, na wanasema, nilisikiza mmoja akisema that our riches have been stored in heaven. Ati utajiri wetu sisi kama Mwafrika uko mbinguni. Na mzungu wakati alikuja Afrika alisema, don't let Africans know what is below their feet. Our minerals are being stolen in the name of religion. Kwa hivyo hiyo inanifanya nijue ya kwamba kuna watu either labda au mapasta wanagoja mshahara yao kutoka mbinguni. Labda wanagoja mshahara yao kutoka mbinguni. So, lastly, nataka niseme that this is a message I'm sending to all youths in Kenya and also across all Africa. This is a wake-up call. It's our time to unite. It's our time to fight our greatest enemy. Ruto, Raila, Gachagua, these are just drops in an ocean. Hawa watu wanakontroliwa tu hivi.
Listen, the foreign policy that we all have been advocating for and saying that William Ruto has been fighting for, allow me to diverge you deep into why William Ruto is in bed with General Hemedti of Sudan, the leader of RSF. This is the reason. Sudan has been having 2 generals for the longest time, and General Hemedti was empowered by Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is the country that has been funding what? The war in Sudan. Our President William Ruto, was exposed by an ambassador of Sudan last year, 2024, where the ambassador claimed that President William Ruto has been doing business in transaction with the said General Hemedti, where he has been acquiring, you know, Sudan, the mineral that they export most of the time is petroleum. So he has been exporting petroleum, which is said to be using for his said company, the company that he runs in Uganda, and the current company that is won the tender to distribute jet fuel at JKIA and the military planes. Now tell me, this guy, allow me to speak. Allow me to speak. Wajeni niongee. So, Mr. President is in business with General Hemedti. He supplies him with weapons where he receives the said petroleum at a cheaper price. Are we together? Yes. Huwa anafanya biashara na huyu general. Ndio maana nakubali mkutano unafanyika hapa. Na yeye bado unajua hawezi pinga vita ambavyo vinaendelea kule Sudan. Sababu gani? Rais William Ruto Rais William Ruto ako katika biashara na nchi ya Saudi Arabia, nchi ya Uarabuni. He is in business with Saudi Arabia. If you do your due diligence right now, you will realize that President William Ruto has bank accounts worth trillions of money in Saudi Arabia. So if Saudi Arabia is funding Sudan, how will President William Ruto attack the war in Sudan? Yet ameficha pesa yake huko. He has to fund what is going on there, ndio aendelee kunufaika. Tuko pamoja. Now as I complete, tuambieni wale wote ambao mnaunga serikali mkono. Didi Nyoro is the budget chair, si ndio? Yes. Juzi ametuambia that the time that we have been here, the country, in the last 2.5 years, yes, the country has borrowed 7.3 trillion. Yes. Tuko pamoja? Yes. Hiyo ni miaka 2 na nusu. Inchi imeomba pesa 7.3 trillion. Let me ask. Didi Nyoro told us that the said amount of money, only 1.2 trillion, could be used to make roads over 20,000 kilometers. Mtuambie, hii pesa 7.3 trillion, budget ya hii mwaka ni ya pesa ngapi? Now, the budget of this year is 4.3 trillion. If that money ingekuwa inaingia kwa mifuko ya Kenya and circulation would be going well, we would be very far as a country. Achebukati ya kumfika salama.
All right, Bunge hoye. Bunge hoye. Now, first of all, is to pass my condolences to the family and the entire nation for losing Wafula Chebukati. Well, Wafula Chebukati was a good man, but we know he compromised 2022 elections, and therefore, everything that you do in this world has a compensation. Today, Kenyans are suffering because of a discretion that was made by one man, Chebukati. But the Lord has fought for us as Kenyans. Yes.
Amen. Amen.
Number 2, I want to say this. We have seen ignorance at the highest peak, more than ever before. Imagine, we had the AU elections the other week. The president went with a delegation of over 200 members of parliament from Kenya. But we lost it. What a disgrace we are bringing to this nation. What a disgrace, Mr. President. You cannot tell me you use all these billions of shillings when the SHA you introduced is not working, and we have seen the committee of actually private sectors hospitals. They are actually giving, the ultimatum that coming next week they are going for, they will not be accepting SHA. Now the Kenyans are where? We are suffering in desperation, but the president is busy, he's so spendthrift with our money. And as taxpayers, we are so much disappointed by the discretions the president is making. Every day, we pay for these advisors, the economic advisors. What are they doing? Moses Kuria, the only thing he knows is to troll Didi Nyoro. I want to tell you, Moses Kuria, it is true. You are from the mountain and you are favored by the president now that he has given you a position of advisory in the economic. But I want to tell you, one son of the mountain, that is Honorable Didi Nyoro, has been one of the sharpest economic minds in this nation. But we have realized the president is always outdoing these sharp minds because he don't want to be challenged. But here from Bunge La Mwananci, we want to tell you, Mr. President, we are so much disappointed as Gen Zs. We are so much disappointed as a nation because Kenyans are suffering. The hospital SHA is not working. Our students in the universities are suffering because of this funding model. It is the high time you prepare, because come 2027, we are sending you home. Thank you very much, Bunge.
Thank you for saving your time. Tuchukue muda fupi. Order, tukue na order tafadhali.
Okay. Hamjamboni.